back to your point about the superannuation companies, I mean, in this startup space, what we're doing is nurturing the future unicorns. That's what the superfunds need to invest in the future. And we're also growing those highly skilled local jobs for the children of the members of the superfunds. So that's another reason why we think it's so important for them to be more involved in this space.
Okay, so tell me frankly, are you disappointed by the reaction of the super funds so far to this new initiative that you're putting out there, giving them an opportunity to come alongside you to invest in this way?
Well, none of them stepped up because it's outside their vision. They are driven. They are driven by not wasting their members' funds, by being better than the other investors, you know, which is the best, and they're all advertising their own cases, and they only stay the best by financially managing their money in the way the model is at the moment. The model is bad.
But then if I go back and look at EV and its valuations now, or Tritium, its values now, some of the things that you've achieved during your investment lifestyle with the St Baker Fund,
that could have been part of that, and the superannuation companies would have made money out of it. But there's an entrepreneur on every street corner, so it's hard for them to pick where they've got to put these crumbs of their billions of dollars of money. They can only warrant a little bit of thought. So, but we're a bit disappointed that the record that we've established with taking new growth businesses into the commercial area has been hard to register, but again we kick along and we still live in hope. I mean, you get a reputation. EY's acknowledgement today is very complimentary.
Yes,
complimentary. But I must say, whether it's entrepreneurship or what it is, we are and there are there's a lot of family money out there, but it needs to be added to by the superannuation money to follow. If the families' officers are willing to throw pockets of $20 and $50 million to a 20% share in a new start, to take the risk that it mightn't get there, competing with the world, you know, you're not going to get them all there. But if the governments have to say, if the private sector's putting $1 in, we'll have some money that we'll put $1 with them if they're taking them to new businesses. Because one of the things about entrepreneurship is you can create software businesses, you can create retail businesses, you can do software businesses. So there's all ways to start businesses and make money. And to employ software businesses, but we're creating jobs for factory workers, for engineers, and creating secondary supply lines.
And so-called smart jobs, which is what governments for generations have talked about for Australians to try and create the higher wages that are required in this country. Can I just say, it's always great to have a chat to you, Trevor, and many thanks for your time. Trevor St Baker, Rodger Whitby, many thanks for your time on the program.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Ross.